You don't want to say 2 and 1. You don't say those. You just finger them.
Right, and you nod your head. Right, yeah.
Nod your
and
head
then you point.
Go. Yeah, you point.
Yeah. I'm a fact finder, and I'll remind you, believe when I say I researched this all day, but we are two-sided pod. You need to rebut all I say with all of your ragings. Tell me why I've got red hair and ginger pubes. Tell me why you bitch and moan, it's all you do. Now it's time to get drunk and go on stereo. That's the two-sided way. That's the two-sided way.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like when you have 2 intro music opportunities and you use didgeridoo in both of them. I don't like it. I won't stand for it. I think our production crew is up to here with the didgeridoo, brother. It's a didgeridoo don't, a didgeridoo I won't, and a didgeridoo I just simply cannot anymore.
Are you a didgeridoo or a didgeridoo?
I'm a didgeridoo won't, motherfucker. Welcome to the party. I'm a boomerang coming at you hot, 150 miles an hour. Coming back again, 75.
Look behind you. I'm still there.
Giddy up, baby.
Giddy up, baby.
Giddy up. John, this was stressful. This wasn't as stressful because I knew where you were. I had a location. I've actually installed cameras. You wonder where all our fans only money has been going? I put up cameras along your walking route from the subway in Brooklyn to your apartment. And I can keep tabs on you because you are a fragile little thing who is worth a lot of money to me. So I need to keep you in safety's way.
You said you would use, right? You said you'd use all the fans only money for us, and I get all of the Patreon money. We have 0 Patreon members, so apparently you're the winner.
Oh yeah, bro. But you don't understand what I do on fans only. Like you said, you control that. I was like, you don't understand what I put out there. Anything you want. That's not true.
Any fan you want. We have oscillating. We have a window.
I have box fan, if you would like one. If you play your cards right, I'll show you the ceiling fan.
And for the real good fans, we got some swamp coolers. Oh,
Jesus Christ. Here's the deal, folks. You tuned in for all the good fan jokes. Well, you are in the right place. This is a two-sided pod. We come at you every Tuesday and Thursday. Right now, this was a rough start, John. Like, I enjoyed it, but it was like we went too deep. We pushed too hard. Tuesday and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. If you're listening to us live on stereo, where we go all the time because we're just gluttons for goddamn punishment. We're also live on YouTube Thursday, which is correctly this date right now. Wait, what day is it for you?
For the people listening, it's probably not Thursday, so keep going.
No, doesn't matter, bro. It's still Thursday. I don't know. I'm just asking questions. John. Anyway, if you're live now, what do you mean am I live? Like, if you're asking if you're live, you've smoked too much weed, just hang out, sit down on the couch, stop listening to the podcast, fast forward for about 10 minutes, it'll get funnier. Or no, it won't. Shit. It'll get a lot worse. Shit.
It'll get serious.
Literally go and listen to Steve Miller Band. Because that's just easy the road. Like, yeah, fly like an eagle, baby. Have a
Time keeps on slipping. It's not good.
Anyway, but we're also on Spotify, YouTube, all the lot. But thanks, welcome to the show. Here's our goddamn faces.
And on our YouTube channel is 2-Sided Podcast. Check us out. I am pushing this. I'm going to keep pushing it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can get ourselves a custom link. We need 100. We're at 30 some odd, so we're a third there. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It doesn't hurt you. It only helps us. Hey.
Yeah, tell them, Fonz. Hey, if you subscribe now, Fonz will kick the jukebox and play any song you want. Hey. Tell them again there.
Or I'll just break the glass.
Right. Hey, you guys want to see a ginger bleed? Watch him punch the jukebox. We hit 100, he will get stitches. That's a promise.
That's a promise.
Oh my God. That's great. I love it. Boy, what kind of go?
Yeah, the didgeridoo just ruins it for me. I can't even.
Right.
And there's no backing music. That dude just sounds terrible without any backing music.
So it's not the backing music, it's the dancers that I see that's the problem. Every time I hear it, I have to get up and dance. Everybody dance! It's like that song got a lot better when I started twerking. Hello. All right, we got one more. So
before Mr. V, we should start this. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you should probably all get your shots ready because that is how we start this.
So you don't have to drink to participate, but it makes it more fun. Full stop.
I don't know. I mean, I follow you on here. I've subscribed to you on there. I have Pete as a friend on PlayStation. It hurts me a lot, man. It hurts me a lot.
It really does.
It really does.
He's lowered his property value. My net worth has gone down from befriending you fuckers. And that's a promise. Back to you, Jim.
The one thing I'll say is we don't have any subscribers from Australia.
That's awesome. Or did we just blow up the whole? That's where we're going to do a whole conspiracy theory because Spotify is racist and doesn't recognize Australia as a country.
It's a flat earther.
Yeah, no, it doesn't count. It's part of England. What? Antarctica? What? I don't know. Flat earthers, you got it. I promise you, maybe, because if he is, here's what we're going to need from you. We're going to need a screenshot of your subscription on Spotify. We're also going to need a screenshot of your utility bill or your bank statement. Do not blur anything out. And also the last 4 of your social to prove that you are a true subscriber and a believer in the 2-Sided. Lord, this is an altar call. Let Mr. V come down and bare his soul at the altar of the 2-Sided. Yea, though he brings nothing to the table, he can bring his heart and his checkbook.
And also, we could get a letter from your mom to say that you're actually subscribing. Could she use her maiden name while in that letter? Thank you very much.
And Lord, let her include a picture, because if she's as handsome of a woman as Mr. V is as a man, Lord, we need documentation of such an event.
Hit that next one. Let's do a shot. Let's get started.
Yay! Though we walk through the valley of the 2-Sided. I shall fear no Mr. V.
Yeah, I could do all that, but I mean, I don't have to blur anything out. They blur it out before they send it to me because even I'm not allowed to know where I live.
That's true. I've tried to fucking look up Melbourne and typed in the outback, typing out, and I kept on getting to these steak restaurants near me. It was really weird. So it turns out I just DoorDashed a couple of blooming onions and called it a day.
He's not Melbourne. He's New South Wales, but that's a different thing. Hey, let's do a shot.
I'm talking. That's fucking Aussie Dave. Cheers.
Who's that guy? Cheers, everybody.
Everybody drink if you got it. If you don't, complain to a friend.
This is to our favorite Aussie, Mr. V.
Boy, cat. Good on you, mate. Cheers. Right,
cheers, everyone.
Oh.
Wow.
It's a hell of a day in the neighborhood. A hell of a day for the 2-Sided. Would you get drunk? Yes, I would. Could you? I am. Well done.
Hello, drunk. Howdy.
Shit.
So good. So good.
You can't do both of those in a row. You truly can't. You're the worst.
I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
And I'm my boy Pete, sick and goddamn tired of didgeridoos in Southern California.
And you're listening to Two-Sided, a live recorded podcast, if you couldn't tell, where each week I challenge Pete with a bit of the two sides of life, the serious and the fun.
Yeah, the right and the wrong, John, the me and the you. And I accept that challenge and I hurl it back at you in full force. Both barrels. Batten down the hatches, baby. We're just beginning.
You know, we didn't have our pre-check-in before the show because of... Oh, you did? Good.
Yeah. Hey, turns out I was doing great, not so great now. And then we turned out that your worst part of it, I was like, I don't know what John's best part of the week is, but I can tell you his worst part of the week right here. We are all witnessing as a team John's worst moment of the week. He's failing, and as a community, we are watching, backing, supporting, mocking him for his own growth at the same time. Highs and lows, John. Highs and lows. John, what was your best point of your week thus far, this blessed Thursday, the year of our Lord Jesus Christo?
I think I had already bought my Violent Femmes ticket before this week. So, yeah. Seeing my good friend Bridget, one of my best friends. I hadn't seen her in a while. You know, closest of the closest, like my little sister. Oldest friend in New York, one of my oldest friends overall. Got to see her tonight. That was fantastic. Yeah. Great people. Yeah.
So you weren't working. You were out with Bridget.
No, I was working. She came to work.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if you were late for a social thing, just seeing your best friend, like, yeah, that makes your screw up twice as bad, John. Doubly. I want Bridget's number. I'm gonna let her know that you are a shit person and never, ever to contact you again. Business.
Oh, she says hi. She says hi, by the way.
Oh, then you can call her. Tell her so.
So because I didn't hear it, and I'll probably delete it because I can edit before the show happens.
You guys,
what was your best weekend?
You guys, that's horseshit. Anyone who was here watching me hold down the fort knows that it was beautiful comedy gold. Like, mwah. It's the sweet spot that only one hits at one certain spot in the time of the day that one can be in at the right place, the right time, on the right soapbox. John's like, nah, delete that shit. Let's go again. 3, 2, 1. You're on. Talk about your day. John. So I said I was doing really good because last time we checked in Tuesday. Literally the next day, I realized our whole operating system, everything is going to be changing as of Monday. So we had a crash course yesterday and today. So all of my everything I do input is going to be different, and it's just going to wreck my life. I'm like,
holy crap.
Yeah. People are going to die. Okay, maybe I'm being too dramatic. They're not going to die.
They're already dead.
I didn't say that, John. Everybody has a place in Project Mayhem. So anyway, so I have been having to deal with that of just like, I'm trying to figure out how to do these. Okay, to get done with the work I need to do and then upload all the work I need to do in the system that is not understanding. It's like, I don't even know. Like, does it malfunction if you get mustard on it? I get mustard on everything. The old system lets me get mustard everywhere. Maybe that's not true. I don't know. Anyway, so those are my good and bad. So I'm still trying to ride my good waves, but I gotta work on a mustard-free system as of Monday, which is a little bit off-putting, bro.
A little inside baseball, but is this the thing? Are they changing the thing that they just recently changed, or is it something new that they're changing?
Oh, it's new. It's aggressively new. It's even bigger.
Wow.
Yeah, like, and this is how postal workers go postal.
This is why there's a term called going postal.
Speaking of Lost and Dave, never forget old what's his name. All right, man.
Hey, quick question, fellas. Just curious, because I was watching on the YouTube feed. What's with the directive choice of putting my boy Pete in front of a green screen and then providing a completely blurry, weird living room background? Just artistically, I want to know.
I'm glad you asked. That was kind of like a dealer's choice, because like once people have high-tech technology and the camera we got and the green screen, it was like,
right.
Do we want people to see, like, here we can do anything we want, and that can be a shtick? Like, no, let's make it more down to earth. Let's make it more home. Like, do we want to have specific homing? Let's make it universal to everyone's needs. Like, everyone's hiding something. Let's be the everyman. They call us the John L. Peacocks of the world.
It's very specific, but it's blurry specific.
Come on, hindsight is 60/40. I got a cataracts in my backward looking vision.
All right, so I'm following a truck which has 2 skip bins on it. Now, what a skip bin is what you guys call a dumpster. It's like you've just a big rental bin with no lid. And the bottom bin has "Do not fill above the rim," and then the other bin is sitting inside it. So I took a photo of it with a little caption saying, "I think it's above the rim." And I sent it to my mate, and he goes, "It's just the tip."
Damn straight. So that's fucking fantastic. You need to send that. You need to post that, send to us. But my reply is, you can follow a big truck with a fucking swim fin, but you can't follow the two-sided pod at gmail.com. That's TWO-sided-pod at gmail.com on Spotify, or the two-sided podcast on Spotify. Just follow us. We will know. I promise you, every country that pops up that follows us, John's like, look at this. We got Portugal, motherfucker. It's like, yeah. A voz está incluida? You know who's listening? Anyway, John, we're going to give shout outs. Like, it's not my kitchen. It's our kitchen. No kitchen.
We need to jump into our first lightning round.
Lightning round! It's time to get down. Do a shot, though, don't get down. Make a crowd. Sorry, folks, I've been drinking.
Lightning round. You don't normally lightning round guy. You don't normally drink. What's going on?
I had a hard week. Pete was super pissed, yelled a lot. Couldn't even get my sleep, man. Crazy.
Oh, poor guy.
Come on, don't show behind the curtain, brother. Come on. You're here for a reason. Okay. Let's do a shot. Ready?
Yeah. Lightning round guy. You ready?
Yeah, I'll be over here.
Salute. Hey, thanks for listening, everybody. Oh man, this is weird already.
Oh no! Okay, no, that makes me feel a little off, because when you get weirded out, I know it's weird. Great.
Well, anybody knows that our first lightning round of the episode is always a standard Q&A. My boy Pete, are you ready for the questions?
I would have to say no, John, I'm not. But let's do it anyway.
Have you ever pretended you were a king?
Among peasants like you all the time, but specifically, no. Oh, dude. Go ahead.
Well, okay. Well, what would be your perfect kingdom? Like, what would it look like? Like if you were a ruler, let's just say a ruler. If you were a ruler and it was yours, what would it look
Oh
like?
man, I do a lot of like gaming and things like that where I have to like rule kingdoms and like I rule with an iron fist, right? You get to the end, like, oh, your rewards aren't as good. Like they are good. You're pretty badass, and your taxes are good. You rule with fear, but it's good to go back and play again and see, like, all right, middle ground. Like you don't want to be too soft, but like but yeah, you need to be my way or the highway. I never had kids, but I always wanted to say that. None of my kingdom. I brought you into this kingdom, and I can put you out of this kingdom. I treat every one of my population, my vassals, my serfs, my peasants, my people.
Your peoples, right?
I would treat them all like my children, all of them. Stepchildren that I didn't know I had until they were 12, that I learned to love, but my children nonetheless.
That's why my boy Pete is a fantastic uncle, would be a terrible father.
Oh, John, yeah. Oh, bro, I believe that, 100%. I can barely keep the shit I have going right now. Come on, another life. I gotta keep this thing alive until it's 18. Oh, where do I not sign up again? Can I just give them away and do like 10 years? What do I need to do? I'll do the time.
Where's the Kmart?
Yeah. Is there a box I put him in, or? I heard you can return him to the fire station, no questions asked. He's 14. Yeah, he's a real piece of shit. I'd like to
put him
return
in a basket, though.
Yeah, look at him. I didn't find any reeds. I was gonna kick him down like Moses, but he does on the swim team, so he kept on fucking finding his way out. Isn't that right, you little Moses? Jesus Christ. Sorry, your name, Lord. Moses, you too.
Hey, my boy Pete, where do you see social or governmental structures in 1,000 years? Like, what's the average out in 1,000 years?
What does that mean? What does that mean? Are you talking about
Like
the world? Are you talking about our country? Are you talking about a country I want to live in? Are you talking about my kingdom, where they're all my children come unto me? I love you all like I love my alcohols, one at a time and very aggressively. Come on, play ball, Jimmy. Come on, you're gonna be somebody. And I won't talk to him for like 2 years. That's my relationship with Kahlua.
Come on, Kahlua, make me a White Russian. 2 years.
Make me drunk. Just chug. This is awful. 2 years later, it's like, I'm never. Yeah, come here, Kahlua. We gotta have a talk. Let's toss that ball around. You're gonna make the team this year, Kahlua. So what do you mean by the social world? Like, what do you clarify? Justify?
Okay, so yeah,
Stop,
so like
Okay, now clarify.
Okay, right, yeah. So as the world is now with the different governmental structures / social structures, where do you see that in 1,000 years? Like, what's the general thing that's going on with the world, with the social structures and governmental structures?
There's still going to be a lot of that, but we're going to go through a lot of tumultuous bullshit where it's going to be epic struggles of like, it is this way or this way, and the little pockets in between get crushed. And then there'll be the revolts. So 1,000 years where Jamba Juice is definitely going to be back. That is for sure. Surging like every 1,000 years. Like that's a cycle. If you have not had the Berry Blast, John, I highly recommend it.
But it's only going to be called Jamba because it doesn't just do juices at that point.
Right. Jamba is a whole different. It's actually a political movement, John. It means when you're willing to sacrifice your own life to give your family a better way. It's like, I'm going to go to Jamba. Oh, Papa, no, Papa. It's like, yes, but you'll be set up with all the Franks and Lyra and Daenerys. Nope, she was the one from Game of Thrones. She was the mother of dragons. No, what is Daenerys? No, that's money, isn't it?
Drachma. Yeah.
No, but Daenerys. I know she's the queen of dragons, but the mother of dragons isn't that a money? John,
Yeah, sure.
Couldn't I go to a country somewhere and pay you with Daenerys for your services?
I'm pretty sure you could.
You gave me 2 Drax, 4 yen, and 9 Quan, so I give you 4 Daenerys and a half pence back. All right, you good? All right,
We're great. We're great.
And that, John, is how I see our social system. It's a cross between Waterworld, but no water, Mad Max versus very flooded, lots of Daenerys. I mean, the money, not the Dragon Queen, and really good barters, really good. It's all about interpersonal relationships and windmills, the killers of birds, as we like to call them out here.
Right. Those poor, stupid seagulls. Okay, so last question. What is satire to you when it comes to quote unquote dumb characters? What is satire to you when it comes to dumb characters?
Unfortunately, it's become, satire has changed. Satire has always been to take a situation and play it so hard in the red that it's like you are now going to on the spectrum of the pH balance of the acid and base. Everyone who tries to be political, everyone who tries to be normal in their arguments, they're usually staying on this level. So your job as a satire is to make it over the top, to go above and beyond, to make it a 10 when it's a 4, right? But with a straight face and a specific thing. Everything's a fucking 10 now, John. Everything's a 10. John, I can't do anything more. I'm trying my best. I'm doing the Lord's work, John. I stay up at night. I think to myself, we're gonna be satirical. Yeah, that's gonna get them. Like you can't now. When Saturday Night Live is satires of its own self and the people, like it just, am I losing my mind? Oh my God. Anyway, yeah. So satire is to be take the worst traits of a good argument and exemplify those, like just hit the gas on those and downplay any of the logic that they have or change the logic into the negatives. Satire is a push of the gas of the stupidity of a normal argument, because every normal argument has some sort of a stupid, well, what about? Well, what about? Push the what about.
I like that. I like that a lot. Obviously, a lot of the questions were geared towards our first segment, which we're about to get into. But that last one, I like that. And that's for our next one. Let's grab these messages and then jump into our first segment of the episode.
All right. Hope it's not about colonists.
Oh, yeah, Peg's never ready for them questions. Just like Chris Griffin's never ready to come down to my basement. Believe me, I've invited him many times. I'm like, hey, Chris, get that big, beautiful foot down in my basement. And he says he doesn't want her. And I said, well, you're lost.
There's some more popsicles down the bottom. Okay, now that I do it, like, oh, I see it. All right, fair enough. Yeah, no. Good on you. She don't want no Daenerys, just to stay in at home. Yeah, no, that's it. That's how they named the Queen of Dragons, the Mother of Dragons. Why don't you get a job? Denarius, right? No, I don't know. I give up. Okay, John, you need to be careful here, buddy. You need to be very careful here, buddy. Because right now, yeah, it's a bandwagon we've all been jumping on for a long time. But at the same time, like there's such a thing as like, too soon, too soon, too soon, too soon, too soon, too soon. Granted, we've been trying to see this one through for a long time. And a lot of people have had a lot of experiences that led to a lot of florists being very busy. Not for funerals, but for celebrations and like bouquets and like events. All right, John. Well, you watch your goddamn P's and Q's. You know what? But also she died, so might as well jump on that bandwagon because I was slowly uptake on a Jubilee train. John, do you want to talk about our fan show of Lost? Because Lost was really good. We should talk about that, and then also, God damn it, you're an idiot. Go ahead, tell me. Okay, I'm 100% with you, but I feel like this is now going to be the pop-up storybook of the two-sided pod. John, once we get to the end of this talk, we're going to figure out who gets to be the little queen who gets coronated, and then we write the story pop-up wise, two-sided style at the end of that. Anyone who knows any good authors, illustrators, or origamiists, origamis, anyway, hit us up in the DMs. John, I'm ready. Origami. That makes sense. That makes sense. There's a umlaut somewhere in there and a hyphen. And you wonder where I get all of my ideas from, John? You think that I'm not royalty? You think that these thoughts I have to describe my boy Pete, lover of challenges, drinker of booze, shooter of shots, smoker of weeds, belittler of gingers, defender of other gingers, fight coordinator for two separate sets of gingers, bookie for people who want to bet on ginger fights. Basically, I'm saying, anyone who's listening, hit me up in my DMs and let me know if you want to bet on some ginger fights. John has a mean right hook. And I guess what we're saying now is anyone who wants to go with us to Belmore Castle, to die with us, on the day we get there, we're storming the castle gates, most likely in death. I too will die like the queen in Belmore Castle, trying to scale the wall. Does anyone have a trebuchet that we can borrow for the weekend? I will not stand for a catapult, John. trebuchets, or I walk away. Right? God damn it, that's how we fight in Scotland, bro. Right. Right. Here's a couple of retorts I was going to make, but I'm not going to make them since we're sticking with the childhood. She was the reigning pie eating champion at Buckingham Palace, boysenberry style from 84 to 89. Then she had a boysenberry. Oh, unbelievable, bro. Watermelon seed spitting champion 2002 to 2008. Little known fact, she hated watermelon. But I'm not even going to get into that. I'm not even going to get into that because talking about our childhood. Go ahead, John. You were saying the things we weren't talking about, we mentioned. Go ahead. Oh, the piercing? John. Do you have Prince Albert on can? No, I have on the tip of my dick. Whoa. You better let them both out. Remember that old joke? Not the dick tip one. That's a new one. I brought that to the party. People were like, hey, canned food. I was like, what about dick piercings? Can we just all agree to Prince Albert disagree? Right, like 100%. Like you could do like when you killed a servant, it was not a big deal. It was like we don't have to hide it. Like it was like, little girl. Very cool. Very cool. Little girl. Little girl. Thanks, baby. You set him up, I'll knock him down. I'll be here as the next monarchy falls. Bacow. It's pretty presumptive of her. See, whoa. You guys thinking this shit? Whoa. I think you guys are making her the heir, the chicken before the eggs hatch. We're going to workshop that, going to narrow it down to another idea. She's the heir she's the heir of the horse before the cart, is what we call her. Old horsey cart heir. Nope, nothing? Okay, let's figure this out. Guys, let's all get back to the chapel, get your robes on, your jewels, we'll get to figure this out. John, go on with the show, we'll figure this out. He was first with J.K. Rowling and her provost was Elton John. It was unbelievable. That's why she referred to all of us as muggles and rich girls. I don't know where to go with this, John, because is it? No, I'm going to leave this one alone. Go ahead. Oh, there we go. Okay, go. Hey, the juxtaposition, unless I study hemoglypha, which I did at home from my tutors. Hey. Oh, listen, now he makes religious jokes. He's very good. Continue, John. We all listen very good now. Yes, so now we've hit 14. So I have this written down, her young upbringing. So now we're at 14. So if we go past this, John, I will have very, very strongly worded written letters from my attorneys to your agent, and we will figure out the format of this show. Yours truly, my boy Pete, Esquire, and Associates. Ugh. Go on. No, this is all during the war. This is after. But this is great, John. This is all good information because everything you say now is going to be used in the lawsuit. No, she's not. You said the young girl. Like, this is not a young girl. This is, I was thinking like a little child. Okay, go ahead. John, have you been to Kentucky? A lot of my fans. Preach. Thanks. All right, continue. Let's not get. Oh, that was V-Day in Europe, where she got to mingle with the fans. So what you're saying to me is that she was Jasmine looking for her Aladdin. And she's like, oh, leave him alone, street rat. Like, leave him alone. I am the princess. No. I am a mechanic. No. Yeah. Okay. Sean, I'm putting all this stuff down because I don't know what to use, but I'm hoping to get hired as a scout for Pixar, listen to your ideas and try to pitch them to them. I don't know if that's a job yet, but I'm really been stalking some of the executives. No big deal. Continue. Yes, let us colonize. Let us go forth, put our boots in the necks of all the people. And when they revolt, let us put them down. But everyone be off for tea at 4. No cream in mine. I'm not an animal. Oh, now we're getting into the marriage thing, so we're going further. But that's why later on, and we're not getting into it. No, we're not getting into it, John. This is you don't even report because you did no research. I can tell you how much she hated the Greeks because he was Prince of Greece. Okay, I didn't know that. And now it all comes together. Okay, go ahead. Right. What's all this then? You want us to marry a foreigner? It's no problem. Listen, I give you many drachs. I have falafel for you. It's very nice. You like sheep? I have sheep for you. Oh no. That seems very off-putting. It will stop mentioning foreigners and will stop talking like this. Okay. That will do. I don't know, John. How does Prince Philip become, how is he Greek? How is he Grecian? How is that a thing? No. Okay, go ahead. He's the king, and the king fucked around and like, oh, we saw Game of Thrones. Okay. So nothing. So he grew up English, and so he has no Grecian blood in him. None of that throbbing passion. Listen to me. Here you come to my town. I show you beautiful hats. You like Acropolis? Listen, go thieving. Do not let me tell you more. Here, have more falafel. You like ouzo? I also like ouzo. We'll drink and make merriment. Here, hop on my Vespa. No, that's the reason I didn't like you even more. Like, that's the reason I like you. Like, the Danes are proud, stupid people. Like, you are the lineman of the football league of life. Yeah, you're all big, proud Rams of like, no, let them all go head to head, and we're gonna live our lives in the background and make plans around these Rams butting heads. Hey, you Danish redhead, did you hear what they said about you? We will fight the English to the death. Good. And that's how he became Prince of Greece. Well, Charles was like 2.5. Like he had those ears when he came out. He was like a fucking cab in New York with the doors open. Like he came up. I was like, here, Charles, if you hold this feather in your nose, you can fly around. Pretty, Mama? No, but you look silly enough. You might as well have a feather in your nose that does something. Right? Come on, dance, little Chucky. Right. No, and not only that, but she outlives Sir Edmund Hillary. She did a little dance on his grave, not a fast one, it was kind of a jig. Thanks, Ireland. You're a part of the UK anyway, you don't like it. But she was in Kenya, went to sleep a princess, woke up a queen. John, I feel like our next road show should be in Kenya. We can go to bed, podcasters, wake up. Idiots. Nope, I got nothing. The thing is, it's a dream. It's like, it's where wake up. We're already there. We're regressing. I feel like we're actively regressing, and you are part of it. I know you're not the cause of it. I know that I take us down. Shh, John, hold on to my chain. I know I'm heavy like an anchor. I am an anchor. Hold my chain. Oh, you're wrapped up with your leg. Baby, we all going down. It's going to be an awesome ride. It's going to be fucking cool shit. Do you want to take the path of righteousness, John? Or do you want to take the path that fucking rocks with me? Let's fucking rock, baby. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. I believe in good people, bad choices. I believe in good choices, bad options. No, I believe in bad people. You know what? You can please some of the bad choices half of the time, and most of the bad people none of the time. But if you have the bad choices, the bad people together, who cares what the time is? Because you're going to have a great time. Isn't that the old saying, John? Whoa, John. See? Now you're getting hot. It wasn't me. John, this is how. John didn't listen to any bad. No, he did. He listened to a lot of bad comedy when he grew up, but he didn't recite it in school because no one listened to him talk, so he didn't get in trouble for it. He didn't listen to rap music and didn't get caught yelling rap music in his room. Like, what did you just say? Nothing. Some called Amtrak, some called the train. What was that? Oh, shit, Mom. Oops. Oh, darn. Yeah, and no bueno. No bueno. No bueno. No bueno. Get it back. No bueno. No bueno. Are we going to finish more? You have more? Are we moving on? So that, oh, John, you're the best. Like literally, the worst part of your week was when you had all those technical failures that I keep bringing up, that you were trying to forget about, that I keep bringing up with everyone listening, and we're all here for it. And we all supported you, even though we're all laughing and pointing in our own little ways. But your best point, John, the best point of your week, you just only went to a coronation. John, John, I'm so proud of you. Like, I feel like I should do a shot to celebrate your success, but I'm gonna have to pour a chaser cocktail because I'm not an animal, and the queen is dead. Long live the queen. And that's a different thing. So we're not even gonna get into that, because as soon as I start talking about anything, you're gonna jump into a lot of stuff. No, look at you, look at your face, look at you. No, no, you did so good, John. Don't ruin it. Don't make me hate you, John. Don't ruin it. Everybody out there, thanks for listening. If you're listening now, you can hit that subscribe and like button up above. That's our YouTube. If you're on the YouTube, you can hit that follow. Do not follow and block. You can flag for content. John, exactly. I want to give everyone options to, like, hey, if you can't follow us, can you at least cancel us? Let us know you're there. Just tell me your name. All right, folks, and we're going to even out, and it's all about symbiosis, symbolic. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Cheers to you, John. Bing, bang, 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 bang. Nope. Yep. Ooh. Oh no. Yeah, another one. And another one gone. Another one gone. Another one by the dust. Hey, Freddie Mercury died in 80s. Another one bites the dust. Queen is dead, bro. No matter what the revival says, any tour sheets you may see coming through your goddamn South Wales town. Fuck that. Queensland, South Queensland, right? Not South Wales. Because Wales is
New South Wales.
You're on mute. No one cares.
New South Wales.
New South Wales. No, because I was watching. Okay, Green Room. Remind me to fucking go off on Wales. Not go off. I love Wales. Oh shit, it's Mr. Fee again. All right.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't have a trebuchet, but I do have a catapult.
No, that's so 1882. We're fighting in 1901, bro. We're poor people fighting in 1901. Like, I know we have the technology. We don't have the money. We don't have the denaries to buy all of the gunpowder. So we trebuchet. We don't catapult.
King Charles is not even going to make it anywhere near close to the longest reigning monarch. He's the oldest man to ever become monarch. Yeah, but Prince Albert he had to outdo his dad, because, he had the grand old Duke of York. He had 10,000 men, he marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when you're up, you're up, and when you're down, you're down, and when you're only halfway up, you're either up or down. And then Prince Albert's like, yeah, well, I'm going to get a piercing named after me. It's going to be a bath for your dick.
That's great. But the thing is, your legacy lives on, John. Your legacy lives on.
That's
if
right.
I can have a shit song sung after the two-sided pod at soccer matches or football matches, like when fucking shit is going down on the pitch. Oh, the two-sided fucking pod. Oh, you all saw it. I cut. I don't know. I'm still working it out, but it's going to be great.
They'll work in You'll Never Walk Alone in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like 5,000 fucking drunken football fans singing musicals. One of my favorite things is like, all right, my fucking buying this ticket, you're all coming in. You don't understand that Fucking you'd be filmed and you're all singing, and you're all extras in a fucking musical. All right, you fucking cast the bleachers. I want big fucking smiles. Or you all in the fucking infield, jazz hands. Right? 2, 3, 4. Who's gonna walk alone? Fuck no one. Good on you. Let's try again.
Hey, I just realized that I believe I was muted on our YouTube channel for that entire segment, and no one told us about it. Hey, thanks, guys. We're being watched. Hey, Pete, people are actually watching us live. For sure. No, they swear. No, Pete. No, they're really watching us.
No, they're not. No,
they're not.
Bro, I can tell you. I can honestly tell you, because the ones who did, you don't listen. Then it's like, I watched for a minute, like, oh, and like, yeah, that's not good. And you like, I'm gonna fix like, I'm a
Hey, you already have a two-sided pod song, motherfucker.
We can't sing that on the pitch, bro. If you can get that at any fucking fifth level, at any pitch, anywhere playing, and film that song being sung, then yes, my job here is done. I could die a happy goddamn man. But until then, sir, I think we all need to work a little bit harder. I feel like just a little bit harder. Do you realize how stupid we look right now, bro? And you don't have to. Don't get up. Like, literally don't move. Yeah?
Yeah.
Promise me.
No,
promise me. You're not going to get up and move. Okay. John has just showing an American flag. No one sees his shirt. Mine has been saying aloha. So we're both stupid as fuck what we look like. Like, bro. That is actively not who we are. That is not us, but oh no. I look like Grimly. That's amazing.
He's supposed to be the sound engineer. He's supposed to be the engineer in general, Pete. Pete. John's just continually done fucked up. He's muted on stereo. He's muted on fucking YouTube. Like, what's the fucking point? You gotta get yourself a new director. You gotta get yourself a new producer, and you gotta get yourself a new engineer.
I know. This is bro. I'm just letting you know. If you weren't so goddamn busy sharpening, you could have listened to the show 3 shows ago. When I was like, John, we're monetized now. We're making money. I put 12 cents in my gas tank last week. I was like, that's not even my money. That's monetization. That's the machine working in my favor. Right? Mm-mm. The other $72, that's on mine because I work for a living. That's payback. So we got to the point like, yeah, we're okay. If nothing else, we're not funny. Bro, like, this is behind the curtain, John. Ready? It's Mr. V. Like, it's one of those things like, we're not funny. We're not funny. We're all right. We're fucking hilarious. Woo! But we're tenacious. We are dedicated. We are the idiots who show up Tuesdays and Thursdays, every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, that have been doing it like, oh, holidays? Yep. We're like goddamn fucking Subway. We are still running.
Yep.
We are Waffle House. Yeah, we're more Waffle House. We are always open unless there's a goddamn national tragedy. Yep, hear me out. There we go. Ready? We're like the goddamn Waffle House. We're always open unless there's a national tragedy or unless we have a travesty take place within our boundaries. Oh, we gotta close down. Some shit just went down in my house.
Well, that's going to lead us into our next lightning round.
Oh shit! I'm just thinking about size of loaded hash browns. Sorry, go ahead.
Top, smothered, covered, bothered, brothered.
Smother in the gravy, you dirty old man.
Give it to me all. This alternative lightning round segment is one of your favorites and mine. That's right. It's the editorial dick. That's where I give Pete a headline from recent news and he editorializes.
Right. First off, let me go ahead and say one of the alternative lightning rounds, because right now I'm going to editorialize. Like, what does that mean? That is not as good, that you don't like it. And he says that it's my favorite and yours. Like, what does that mean? Is he going into a shtick? As the editorial dick, I think we need to rethink and revamp all of our segments and how we store them in our notebooks. Looking at you, Peacock. Let's go. Ed Dick is here.
First headline, CNN exclusive. Mark Meadows complied with DOJ subpoena on January 6 probe. Mark Meadows complied with DOJ subpoena on January 6 probe.
Yeah, of course he did. Of course, like maybe you expect him not to, but have you ever been probed? Have you ever been to a hospital and had a? Have you ever been abducted by aliens and had a? Yeah, you cannot resist. No, it's gonna happen. You will comply. You can make it easy on yourself. Ooh, you can knock Mark Meadows it, as we call it in the biz these days. Comply, get by.
Next headline, Newsom signs controversial social media bill into California law.
What is this all about? I'm going to play your game right now. I'm going to play your game. What is this all about? Newsom's bills are very, very, he signs a lot of things. He's like what we call in the business of blackout drunk, where a lot of it doesn't make sense. You kind of like got to backpedal, like, oh, no, I meant to do that. But honestly, what did he sign? I've been trying to keep up with all the other shit he's been doing lately. Like, bro, I had your back, bro. Look at me. I had your back. You signed my fucking. I'm with you. And now you're doing this? What are you doing? But seriously, what did he sign?
I was so hoping you know. I didn't look it up. I was like, it's California. Pete's so into the news. I'm sure he knows what the controversial social media bill was.
I promise you. I promise you 3 times today, and because you were late, just like Johnny walking up the stairs, Johnny Two Thumbs should have turned it.
Johnny come lately.
No, Johnny Two Thumbs should have been Johnny 4 feet and fucking galloped like a goddamn horse. But no, as I'm waiting, I'm looking, I'm going through all of my news sources, and it's local, state, federal, world, and it's entertainment, like, oh shit. And I have keywords all highlighted of things I need to know about, because we're intellectual people, John. Our homes smell of rich Corinthian leather and walnut, although our green screens say different. No, don't look it up now. You're not good at that. Do the next one. I'll tell you. I'll look it up.
I'm terrible at it. You know
No,
that.
I know.
I thought you were.
I know. I don't care. But no, keep on asking your questions. You're doing really good.
Quote, you're blowing this. New book reveals Melania criticized her husband's handling of COVID.
Say that one more time slower.
Quote, you're blowing this, end quote. New book reveals Melania criticized her husband's handling of COVID.
Yeah. But that's only hearsay. She would never say that on tape. She would never say that on quote, because these are all people who know. So, John, have you ever signed an NDA?
I have, actually, as an actor.
I'm only asking as the editorial dick. Right? So you can say that. You can say that much. Can you say why? With
as an actor.
As an actor, can you say the project?
Nope.
Can you say, did you witness a crime that could or could not be perpetrated in or around the eastern seaboard or the coast of Jamaica?
No, I cannot.
Okay, fair enough. See, that was a yes. That's how we get these things out, John. So what we need to know is already an answer. NDAs are NDAs for a reason. The questions get answered in stupid ways because people who truly respect the NDAs and realize what the NDAs stand for and what is at stake and what I have gained because of said NDA. Because there are two sides to every NDA. A lot of people don't know that because the first rules of NDAs are you don't talk about the NDAs. But there's a little coming and there's a little going to give you incentive to sign said NDA. Because you're not going to like, hey man, if you do this, in like 10 years, you're going to find a lamp. And if you rub that lamp, it's going to give you an address. And if you find the address in 10 minutes or less, that pizza is free. Like it's there's some on the front and some on the back. And so like, yeah, of course I'm gonna shut the fuck up. And then they give you some in the back. Of course I'm gonna shut the fuck up even more. And like, yeah, no. But what I can say is that the people around you who know, who are not on that level, who have not signed anything, you have to start just making a cocktail. That's the thing. It's one thing. Like I hear, motherfucker, you can't believe this. Everything slips out. So of course she said it. Like, yes, she did. Yes, she married the ex-president. Yes, she did all these things. But look at the money. I gotta say, like at that point, back when she married him, back when she was a model and doing the things and doing whatever. It's all about money, bro. 100%.
Right.
100%. And you, fuck yeah. You only stays married for a couple of years. Fuck yeah. Right. And you get all the money. And you get more money and more money. Now you got TV money. Now you got fucking now weird mob money. Now you got weird boardwalk, casino, mob, football, wrong. Oh shit.
First lady money.
Yeah. Yep. And not that's not first lady money, that's first lady clout. Bro, that's like you don't get paid for that, you get the clout for that. And if you've already signed the NDA, so of course you can say nothing in public, but when you're talking to like in private, come on, John. How much quiet? That's why you never see her anymore. Like, I just can't be seen. I'm too fucking furious. I only have 5 staff who are around me who can hear me yell.
Right.
That's how I feel. That's why everyone who works with me really doesn't work with me ever again. I'm a one and done kind of operator. And that's what I have to say about that.
Do you really want to leave it with that?
So it's, no, I don't. No, you're right.
Great.
Good call. Cool. No, what I was thinking, John, what I was saying is like, I'm not trying to have, I don't want to have to hold my mouth, hold my opinion, hold anything back. I don't want, of course I can scream at anyone because they're not going to care. I can say whatever I want. I'm in a headset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm working in a bubble. I'm working in a vacuum of just moving, like turning and burning, baby. Like all I do is, doesn't matter. But if you think about that, it's like, you know what? You have people around you who, and you're giving this off. So that's the thing. It's like, I don't talk about it. I don't, in and out, done, I move on. So if you, I try to leave that at home. I try to move on with this. I try to have different things, but she can't. She's a huge public figure. Like you can't even go and have a shitty shrimp cocktail in Mar-a-Lago because someone will like video you or like, how can we even like, you know, even, I'm not talking TMZ, but anything,
Right. Yeah.
Anything, bro. Like, because if you get caught something, you're like, Cam, But like, I get all this money and I can, this is my place. If I just outlive him and he's almost dead, I just have to wait till he's in jail. All I have to do is I get all of this when all of them go to jail. And that's so close. Or dead. Or dead. No. And I'm not saying that for like a thing like old people.
No,
die.
it's just like, yeah, right now, old people die. Right, yeah. He's older than younger. That's a normal thing. It seems like what you're talking about is kind of the not so much the Hillary Clinton, but the more the Monica Lewinsky of like, yeah, I'm just going to attach myself to this person, and that fame is going to get my fame.
Right, 100%. And then you get those people who come around and who are like, because there are people in life, John, who, and that's why Entourage was a great show because it truly, and that's why so many fucking, you get like fucking great ciphers together in rap, like so many great little, that just like it shouldn't be, but it is. But like now I can trust these people, or in your world, it's like here's an acting troupe, right? And here's
improv
like
troupe,
improv troupe, and here's a group of people who you can trust. Here's 5 people, 10 people, and here's this group of 10. Like here's my 10. This is great. I trust everybody. And then turns out one is fucking 10 is making fun of the shit that goes on there, or like talking about on an improv level or whatever, on like a fucking, we were doing this and there was like someone moving this kind of weight of this, and like someone's talking about something, right? Like, how am I going to trust anybody? And all of a sudden you hear something that like, it's so much easier to just shut the fuck up. Keep like, all right, circle the wagons tighter. Like we're not a group of 10, we're now a group of 3, 4, like right, these 4 are serious guards. So if you come in hot, like, and so you just, I believe in, all right, cool, let's do this and do this. Let's work on a project together. Let's do comedy together. Let's do a show together. Let's do whatever we're doing. Like, all right, cool. Later. I'm not gonna, no, I'm good for a hot minute. I got the 2-sided pod on Tuesdays and Thursdays. My schedule's pretty goddamn. Well, I'm turn and burn kind of.
That's one of the better answers you've ever had for this segment. Last one. Mourners queue for miles to say goodbye to Queen Elizabeth as coffin lies in state at Westminster Hall.
Okay. I've read up on this one. It's like there's good jokes about what is actively happening because it's crazy how proper British people are. It is insane, but at the same time, it's insane how apparently improper they are. So they have such a great police squad and like, all right, faggot is, what you got there? Oh, there we go. What you got on it? So that you have to fucking queue up. No, jump. I'm not. This is pre-dick. This is pre-introductive.
Yeah.
I'm very intrigued by this whole process. My whole thing's like, what the fuck, bro? Wait, no. Let me do the dick first. No, that's not. I'm already past professional. Let me finish my thought. They line up. And they started lining up as soon as they answered. It was like at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was 2 days before she was going to be there. And so it just started going and going and going. So once they, all right, back in there, all queued up. Hold on. Oh no, they're all queued up right now. And so what we'll have to do here is we'll have to have porta potties. We'll have to have small tea stations where they can have little biscuits. So there's water refilling stations. I can't even do it anymore. So, what we've got here? Everybody gets wristbands, right? I'm going to come through the line. Everybody gets a wristband. Says your number. There's checkpoints every 5 miles, maybe 5 kilometers. It's a fucking marathon. But no, truly, it's like every 5 blocks or something, and there's checkpoints, and they check their wristbands to see if they're line jumpers. So after you're in line, you have a fucking wristband, and then there's a dude with a big fuck off black sign, like one of those, like, follow me if you want to see new homes in Santa Monica. And he is the back of the queue, and you just follow this dude, like, you'll never see the front of the line. He just keeps on walking backward. Like, it's going to close before you get there, bro. Maybe you should skip the line a little bit. Back and queue up to the front, mate. You go fucking yellow blazer, right? Okay, dude. You've got the big black flag. No, black flag means death, don't you, mate? Don't you?
Don't you, Abby?
Oh, sorry, John. Go. And that, no. Sorry to the dick. Line queues up for 5 miles. John, here's the deal. John, I read in the BBC reports that the line for the Queen's funeral was queuing up 2 days before the actual funeral. I mean, it was like going to see Michael Jackson's second trial. It was ridiculous. And
I heard they were lining up long before she even died.
Well, that's because someone heard there was a great bathroom up in the Abbey. Well, she was standing there by for Sheila. No. We should probably get in there, Sheila. Right, we should probably give each other different names than Sheila. Right, Sheila. Let's queue up and see what happens later on.
So there's more Two-Sided out there. We are currently recording each episode of the Two-Sided podcast live on the Stereo app every Thursday starting at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, which is also live streamed on our YouTube channel, Two-Sided Podcast. We're on Patreon, Instagram, and Twitter, all at Two-Sided Pod, TWO Sided Pod. We also have Gmail for anyone who wants to suggest a topic or come to our Tuesday open chat stereo shows two-sided podcast, two-sidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO sidedpod@gmail.com.
And all of that is a big waste of time. I was bored listening to it because if you email us at two-sidedpod@gmail.com, that's TWO sidedpod@gmail.com, I promise you, John will not forward that on to me. John will not look at that. John will not give you any notice. I promise if we have a P.O. box, you could send all the SARS-filled envelopes you wanted, and he would not catch a goddamn cold. He would not check it.
So we're jumping into our final segment. We got a message here, and then we'll do that.
All right.
Hey, my boy Pete. I don't like you at all. I'm gonna block you.
My man. I promise you, that is not the first or the last time I will ever hear that.
Hey, my boy Pete. I don't like you at all.
I am aware of that. And I promise you that I always say, and I tell John, I'm a polarizing figure. I promise you, you will either love me or eventually come to love me, or you will fist fight me and then love me. Or you'll fist fight me and then not love me at all. Either way, hey man, there's no in between. There's like, there it is. Let's go. There's here. What's up? Like, you're that son of a bitch. I don't have time for in between, John. I don't have any patience for in between. I need to sift the chaff from the wheat, man. Like, I like it.
Yep.
And you know I talk shit. You know
I know this about you. One of my favorite stories of all time is my boy Ed. He was like, I was at a party and I was talking with this girl, and we were talking, and she's like, I don't agree with you. And Ed said, oh, that's amazing, because we don't have to agree with each other. That's the amazing thing about conversations and arguments or whatever. And she's like, no. I don't agree with you as a person.
That's all right. That's awesome. That's pretty cool.
You just walk away.
It's super hard to stay positive in situations like that. But when you like, do you want to live middle of the road where you never have any specific feedback? Where you never, because you're never going to better yourself. Like, you need to know your boundaries. I truly believe that you need to have people love you. Like, man, I'll fucking move a body for you. I'll make a body for you, motherfucker. You gotta be like, I will take you down. If you step a goddamn jaywalk on the street, I will fucking call the cops. That's why I keep a really shitty neighbor all the time. If I don't have one, I make one, John. I need to keep someone keeping me on my game. You gotta have haters. Why? Because they keep you on your point.
But you're gonna fist fight. Oh, I hope you're wearing gloves.
No, I'm with you 100%. You always should. Cool.
There he goes.
I couldn't even hit the pause button fast enough. No, the mute button.
Pause and mute. Mutity pause. Everybody pause right now. He's going to sneeze somewhere.
The last part. I'm going to smell more.
He's going to sneeze some more.
No, I'm good.
Oh. That's pretty amazing. That's one of the quickest recoveries I've ever seen from you.
Right. No, because we're on the show. I'm trying to finish the joke I was going to. But yeah, let's talk about Pete's medical history and how.
We are going to talk about, as our final segment of the night, Beavis and Butthead. Speaking of Pete's medical history.
That's what I was going to say, John. Why you gotta bring all my medical charts into this? Okay, go. Okay, go.
Because I love you and I care about you.
That sounds like you. Just like a peacock would say. Before you start, John, just literally, like, can you take a breath? Because I know you're having a hard time right now. I know I've come hard at you. I know I've made you think about your shortcomings in life. I know that. And I know that I've had some shortcomings in my life, and we're all having these moments, and you're allowed to do the thing. Anyway, right? But we're the two-sided pod, John, right? Are we the two sides of life, or are we not, John?
Are we not men? We are Devo. Are we not men? DEVO.
Damn it, because it was literally a question. And we're going to go to Devo. Yes, we are Devo. John, finish your segment. Let's continue with that, because we need to continue with the fun part of this show. Giddy up, buddy.
So there are certain sounds that will forever evoke the 1990s in our collective sense memory. The opening riff, a guitar of Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit. The chimes of the dial-up modem. The Law and Order dun-dun. And the persistent grating laughter of Beavis and Butthead.
And the screen door slamming when my stepdad came home from a night at the goddamn mill and was going to beat one of us, and my brother usually took the hits. 90s, am I right?
Is that the 90s for you?
Bro, yeah. I don't know what kind of house you lived in, but you see this? That's what you get for spilling paint in the garage in my house.
I'm sorry. Did I talk too softly? Do I need to turn it up?
I did it again. Can you watch me when I make drinks after 9:50? Because
can you make your drinks in the screen? Jeez, you do not put water in those.
Yeah, but you don't say it in the screen. Like, I'm telling you to just, come on, man. You're the engineer. I need you to be also craft services. I need you to be my chaperone. I need you to be my bumpers in the game of bowling. Oh, not over there. Oh, look at that. He got a strike. Everybody, everyone cheered. Look at him. Look at him. He's fucking blind with one leg. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He wins.
It's just amazing how much you talk about the bumpers of bowling. You really love your bumpers in bowling. You know that's for like 7-year-olds, right?
Right, and that is the joke. And I haven't mentioned bumpers in bowling once this episode. And that is, do you understand the analogy? So if I talk bumpers in bowling, I would talk about verbal bumpers for you, and I would say, right, if someone says something you don't understand, you don't regurgitate it and say that's for, and define what you don't understand, right? I would be a bumper in that regard, but I made a joke benefiting you, right? About you keeping on track comedically, right? About you doing a show, yeah, right? The 7-year-olds, because you always say bumpers all the time, bumpers. It's almost like a goddamn outback animal that I said I would never name again, John. And so when we talk about repetitious comedy, right? Because comedians have sets, yes, right?
Yes. Yep.
You work on a fucking, dude, I have a tight set 10. Awesome. You work on, I'm going to work on my 30. If I get a 50, holy shit, right? And so when you bust balls on specific references that I haven't made this show, it's super awesome. Especially when it benefits you and your fucking street cred. Like, it was a compliment to you. So kudos to you for fucking up. You're only one coming in hot today. Because the rest, we're going straight down the lane, Sean. I'm throwing the bowling balls overhand. Just fuck you. You ready? Just fuck you. Let's go.
So much like those buffers, the big-headed cartoon slackers were a ubiquitous part of that decade of the 1990s that propelled the fame of MTV's Beavis and Butthead into acclaim. Right?
Big head.
The animated series, in the animated series, the two oblivious buddies would wander their suburban hometown, wreak havoc at school, and watch real music videos on television, providing a constant stream of their dismissively comic commentary.
Yeah, it was the original MST3K. It was to just sit back and watch a video or a movie and talk over it. What people, if they don't know MST3K and Mr. Science Theater 2000, it was like America's Funniest Home Videos. When you have a narrator watching a video, it's like, oh, here comes the dog. Well, won't do that again. Looks like the hose got everybody. It's that. That is what they did.
Yeah, so Beavis and Butthead was a creation of Mike Judge, a little-known animator at the time, with a background in math, physics, and engineering. That I didn't know until the research. That's pretty awesome. The series,
for which he great, John. You're doing really great.
Thank you. The series for which he provided the voices of the title characters and many others made its debut in 1993 and yielded the hit movie Beavis and Butthead Do America in 1996. But Judge grew burned out by the relentless pace of the programming, and he ended the series in 97. He moved on to make another TV show, King of the Hill, and also the movie Office Space.
Right. So look at your face. Like you look, you go to slack jawed, fucking backwoods, sling motherfucker. When you realize it, you aggressively like, I'm gonna act like it. No, but you lean back like, are you a fucking body snatcher? Was this like Men in Black? Are you a bunch of goddamn bugs in a fucking skin suit? What is happening, bro? Stay with the goddamn program. You're reading, you're writing good, right? You're doing really well. He was tired of the rat race. So he stopped his show Beavis and Butthead, but then he started King of the Hill, and then he wrote another movie. I hate rat races. I'm going to do many more shows. Don't end with he's tired of the rat race. He's tired of Beavis and Butthead. And he wants to continue working in the rat race. Like, but I'm keeping you honest because your writing is good, but you're an idiot. Because if you insist on reading your goddamn paragraphs, I will insist on fucking redlighting them as you go.
Yeah. Okay.
I will.
Well, you've insisted.
If you look me in the eye and can chop it up and tell me like, you know what, he fucking did this and fucking did that, and be like, I won't even put notes down. Like, yeah, buddy, let's talk. But if you're gonna read to me, like, oh my god, let's do it.
Since we're chopping it up, the King of the Hill, the song for it, which is just an instrumental song, right, was created by what was originally known as the Refreshments. Now it's Roger Klein and the Peacemakers. It's the same band. They just had a dispute with their whatever producer.
Right.
Roger Klein's so from Arizona. That's an Arizona band, and I've met him several times.
Fuck Roger Klein's, because the Refreshments, who the actual band was, who recorded it, they did Mexico. That was literally my favorite band.
Yeah,
I love. Yeah, but also, when Bobby got gout, I feel like I'm the Bobby getting gout.
That's such a
in the
great
episodes.
episode from the
I love salted
Jewish
meat, Johnny.
deli.
I love salted meat.
I love when Bobby got ADHD and he got the pills and he's like, "There's some milk in the house. It's about to go bad." And there it goes.
My dad used to watch that show. So my dad turned me on to a couple of good cartoons growing up. Like he would watch shows that I was like, what? It's like, you gotta.
Your dad is turning you on to cartoons. That's amazing, my boy Pete.
Yeah, he turned me on to King of the Hill because he's like, when Bobby was the husky male model, and Hank said, because my dad would say it to my mom all the time, he's like, why are you taking these shows, Peggy? It's like an outbreak and you're driving the monkey to the airport. So good.
And growing up with Beavis and Butthead, I know that Hank is really an offshoot of Mr. Anderson, which I love that they brought back.
Right, but Mr. Anderson was way more aggressive. Mr. Anderson's he was a trope
older
of the
right.
No,
Such a trope.
older, not older. Like he was don't think about the age because it was Hank and everything about Hank, and it was the undefined, unchipped away characteristics of Hank of like, oh, I chipped all that shit away. And now you have Boomhauer, and now you have Bill, and you're making all the chips and you chipped off this guy into the neighborhood. So at that point, you had everything else in the entire world, and here's these fucking kids. I would have loved if they would have done a Beavis and Butthead appearance on King of the Hill.
I would have loved that too.
Or at least kids who look like him. Like, what if they adopt, like, oh, like, we have an Indian kid, and like, oh, someone else has like a metal kid. Like, turns out the neighbor down the block, hey man, what's up? Like, they have the big head. Like, I don't know, man. It's shit.
So,
for Pixar.
So before I get back to my script, talking to Roger Klein, he was like, dude, that one song was able to make me live my life, allow me to live my life how I want. I was able to do what I wanted instead of having to go towards the dollar from that song on. That simple instrumental song was able to pay for that band, not just him, but that band, for the rest of their lives. And that's amazing. That's cool.
100%. They were actively one of the reasons that the new reboot of The Most Dangerous Game was made. Because they hunted people in Seattle on their last tour. I don't know if you knew that.
They wanted to do what they want. They did what they want.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Run, motherfucker! Ding, 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 ding. Run! Bro, it's 100% good. You should watch the documentary. I would highly recommend it.
So, originally appearing in Mike Judd's 1992 short film Frog Baseball, which was broadcast on MTV's animated showcase Liquid Television, Beavis and Butthead became a commissioned full series around the characters and ran for 7 seasons from March 93 to November 97.
Okay, because that's like the same thing. I didn't know they did it from Liquid Television. It's like Simpsons came out of Tracy Ullman. It's like places, the little things that come out of little things. Like
Aeon Flux was a Liquid Television thing, I think.
Right. Yep. Sorry, I'm not paying attention now. I'm packing the bowl because I'm getting ready for the punchline, and I have a shot ready. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
The series was revived with an 8th season airing on MTV from October 27th to December 29th of 2011. The second revival, consisting of an initial 2-season order, premiered on Paramount Plus on August 4th, 2022. So we just started the first of 2 minimum new seasons of Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, I won't commit anything like that, John. I've been hurt too much, so I won't. No, John. You speak of a land of milk and honey. I have been to the barren wastelands of John, I don't understand. I can't. I won't. I will not until they get. Because what do we have now? August. So, dude, we're only in September. So we got what? 3, 4. Fuck that.
I think 5 episodes.
Oh only. Wow, 5 in a row.
Yeah.
And they're all 22 minutes. Wow. Wow. What do you do on your lunch breaks? You know what? I liked you better when you were in the refreshments, John.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so Mike Judge is Michael Craig Judge was born October 17, 1962 in Ecuador. He's an American animator, writer, director, and producer, and a satirist.
He's an Ecuadorian American, because you can't say American. You said he's born Ecuador. He's an American. Like, bro, you just took away his Ecuadorian rights. You got to give him something. Like, I know you said it.
His parents were both American, but they were in Ecuador when he was born.
Oh,
that's the thing.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you know,
archaeologists.
I was born under a bad sign. But, you know,
so the archaeologist's father and teacher mother, he was raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He graduated with a physics degree from University of California, San Diego, and 1985. And worked as an engineer before relocating to Texas and becoming a full-time musician.
Yeah, well, that's what people do. It's like, you like cattle? Nope. You like music? Yep. You'll be fine over here. Come on in.
So a visit to an animation festival spurred his interest in that medium, and in his spare time, he began to make short animated cartoons that he sent to various cable channels in 91.
What is happening? Keep going. What are you saying? Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Go.
Judge's big break came the following year when MTV aired his 2-minute cartoon Frog Baseball and hired Judge to create an animated series based on its protagonist. That series, Beavis and Butthead, happened because of that.
Right. No. Glad you got that sentence out. So he just started sending things to the network. That was what I'm trying to say. You don't understand. Like, he just
totally
ran his.
Yeah, man.
I don't get it. How does that work? How does that, John? I have done that. I have had 5 restraining orders. John, 5. Well, lost a finger in that one. I was from I had 4 restraining orders. The 5th one, I learned a lesson. It's better if I do it that way. Whatever, John. Nobody's watching. No one cares. The worst. Best. Right, no.
Think about that. That's 92. That's no internet, no YouTube, no anything. So he had to send, not DVDs. I don't think they were even around then. He had to send VHS.
Right, but I don't
tapes.
Think even then, you would send VHS, yeah, or you'd have to do beta because everything are reel to reel. If you're doing studio shit, if you're trying to get, here's a VHS, but it's the same way as you send in your record. We're gonna listen to this.
Yeah.
We're not listening to that. No.
Well, it's video, so it's not even reel to reel. It had been VHS. He was just sending tapes out.
All right, Joe.
So that became a massive hit and cultural phenomenon. The show was split between segments of music videos and with overlaid commentary from the duo, a pair of imbecilic teenagers obsessed with television, sex, and casual violence, and vignettes of their misadventures around the town.
Oh my God! Did you pick that up from a site, or did you write that yourself? Because if you picked it up from a site and didn't edit it, you're an idiot. If you wrote it yourself, you're an idiot. Whatever you did to read that, whatever you did to write that down and then actively take the time to read it, a series of vignettes because they like casual violence of themselves. Like, are you an idiot? John, it's not casual. It's fucking violence, man. Like, it's fucking teenage life. You want to blow shit up? Yeah. Is it casual violence? No, it's fucking teenage. You like metal videos? Yeah. You want to fuck shit up? Yeah, I do. Why are you gonna put labels on fun shit, John? Why you are the reason that people fucking criminal mischief was termed a phrase, and where I lost that one count. Criminal mischief. Casual violence. You got your casual violence right here, John. Sorry, continue.
So, from that show came Beavis and Butthead Do America in '96, and Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, which was the movie that helped to respawn their new show in 2022. It just came out. Have you seen the movie?
I have.
It's great.
I saw that. Oh yeah, I know it is. It's one of those moment things. It's one of those like, I'm not in those moments yet. Like I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna do it. I like it. I was like, I would rather watch the show, but yeah, I'll watch the movie. All right, John. All right, I gotta go. I gotta watch the movie. 10. I'll finish by 12. John, are you gonna be on? I'm gonna watch it.
So after the original series ended, Judge co-created King of the Hill, which lasted till 2010, from 97 to 2010. It centered on the propane salesman, Hank Hill, voiced by Judge, and his family and his neighbors in a small Texas town. Although much more sentimental than Judge's previous series, King of the Hill nevertheless contained a strong satirical bent, often and against the prevailing political current of much television satire, sympathizing with the guileless conservative Hill as he navigated the cultural changes of his time. It reminds me of All in the Family. It reminds me of Archie Bunker. So many people hated that character and hated that actor, but it was all satire. That was the point. And I think King of the Hill is a major reboot of that kind of thing, that kind of satire.
I will say yes, but I will have you think about that. It was done in this modern age where Hank is a much more empathetic character, where he has Peggy as his counter, and he will do anything for Peggy, even when they have like beef. Like he's, whoa, what do you mean, Peggy? Like there's very few times where he's done, right? He's always like, oh, I fucked up, or I did this, and she gave me the whatever. So she has, but Archie, he didn't. It was like Married with Children, and there was no children that he cared about truly.
Right.
Well, his daughter.
Yeah. His daughter. Right.
But not really, because she wasn't around. He hated everything else about her.
He hated her husband. Right.
Yeah.
Right. The Jew. Right. All
so
that.
It was different. Wow, Josh. Glad you get to.
Hey.
So it was, no, I know. I know you're all about sound bites, and that was a sound bite. And
we'll edit that out.
No, not edit that out. That, if you can go from the beginning, 10 seconds in, I want that to be the sound bite of my phone. You're like, nice. You're like, ha, 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 ha. Have it repeat over and over. John, Jesus Christ. Bro. Oh, you don't believe in him? Whatever, Dominica. Go. So, you were saying?
You were saying with Archie Bunker and not caring about his children as much.
Oh, right. Whew. Yeah, the whole thing is you couldn't like him as much. That's why Hank is so lovable. Hank
Right.
was a great father. He was a good friend. He even, his bad friends, he was like, even when he hated people, when his neighbor Quan or whatever.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
Moved in, he didn't like him, but then all right. Even when they had the beef, fine. Like he learns to be okay, right? Yeah. He has struggles, but Archie doesn't really. He learns to like take a loss.
Right.
He learns he's outnumbered.
But he doesn't change. He learns. He takes a loss. Where Hank wouldn't necessarily take a loss, but he would learn.
God damn it, John! You're not listening to me, John. Yeah, no.
Bobby, if you were my son, I'd hug you. Oh yeah, that's the reboot, the first reboot of Beavis and Butthead, and it was all reality TV. And so instead of watching music videos, they were watching reality TV. No, that was still Judge. That's still 100% him. Yep.
I didn't watch that. What is that on?
I mean, now it's part of the lexicon, so it's all Beavis and Butthead. So there's the 92 to 97. There's the 2011, and
I'm a big fan of your clarity of the years.
CBS. It's Paramount.
Paramount. There we go. See?
Yep.
It takes a village to raise a goddamn ass with this motherfucker. Oh, 1921, we once invented the light bulb, but again, Paramount.
So Judge made his first foray into live-action films, writing and directing the workplace comedy Office Space in '99. This movie was a box office flop, but subsequently gained massive cult followings on the DVD and was hailed for its incisive lampooning of the drudgeries of office work.
Oh my God! If you guys know how things went on the DVD, John said it was a big hit on the DVD. Oh, he meant when it came out on DVD. I thought he meant the DVD is in like the tell. Would you like to go to the computer and look at the videos? The DVD is the good thing. Yeah, no, it's freaky, John. When's the last time you watched it? When's the last time you watched it?
It's been a while.
Oh, well, your active response coughing is very on point. You probably lived this life. It is so in tune with the things that are happening and some of the references of people. Like there's names that are active in the news today that they reference in that movie, which is insane. Because then it's all about stupidity and hilarity and no, that's a lot. It's a lot, John. You need to watch it. Oof. I can't wait.
When's the last time you watched it?
About a month ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. It's kind of amazing.
Yeah, no, it's insane. So I watched it probably 5 months ago, and I was so shocked because it was like, this is on point. And I think I was texting you. I feel like I was texting you. I was texting someone. Restraining order number 6. It's the wrong number, and I got a restraining order. I'm just a friendly drunk watching movies and trying to make friends.
I got a restraining order from 578-242-1111.
Your Honor, they're not going to show up. It's not even this area code. I'm pretty sure they're going to have to come from out of state. That's why I demanded a court trial. What? They're fucking here? This is bullshit. Well, now we're going to be good friends.
So Judge's next film, Idiocracy, 2006, is a vicious satire of anti-intellectualism and consumerism. Like Office Space, it performed poorly upon the initial release and later became a cult classic.
I just realized I'm not listening to your questions. I'm pulling a John Peacock in my own life, and I love it. I was referring. I blacked out when you said Office Space. I was thinking of the opposite.
I thought you were when you started when you kept going. I was like, oh, I think he means that.
But I know. But see, I goddamn admit my mistakes. You think I'm drunk, John? You haven't begun to see me get drunk, John. That's a joke.
Oh, as I see it, we've only just be drunk.
I'm your Drunkleberry.
So
one more. Let me get one more in. You're a drunkie if you do. All right. At that point, can we have a shot, please? I feel like I waste all those good drinking jokes about nothing. Anyway, but yeah, so I haven't seen Office Space in like 3 years, but I live it every day of my life, I feel like, because
Idiocracy.
Missing. Idiocracy I've watched a lot, and it's crazy how many references are like literal specific names. They're like Two-Sided Pod, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. Like, how is that in there? There's Notre Dame and shit. Anyway, folks, cheers to you. Cheers to you, John. Thanks for listening. Hit that button.
Thanks for listening, Pete.
Hey, John, thanks for taking the time, buddy. Bing, bing, bing.
Bing, bang, bang. Oh.
Folks, we're live on YouTube right now every Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. If you missed that live, that is also on stereo. You can see us on the Spotify, the Apple Pod, the Anchor, the Farmers Only, the Fans Only, the I Can't Believe John's bought a website, and then we're going to buy a zoo. You can't believe John's bought a zoo. And that's our next project, folks. So if you want to be part of the Two-Sided Zoo every Tuesdays and Thursdays, don't be afraid to email us at twosidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO-sidedpod@gmail.com to tell us how you will contribute to the Two-Sided Zoo when we bought a zoo.
Oh, I love it. And also, just because I keep on saying this, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, Two-Sided Podcast, TWO-Sided Podcast, please do. We're trying to get to that 100 mark. That's my campaign. I'm going to do it till I'm done.
I know, man. But I feel like, and I love that you pitch that because you fill in all the blanks. And you always tell me, like, you talk too much about promoting the thing. That's like why the producer would be good, because, like, brought to you by, like you be good to fill in the thing. It's like we need to hit 100 so we can modify, so we can have like side boobs in the back of our fucking
side boobs in the background, man.
Right.
Yeah.
If you want to see those background boob logos made from pictures of other individual side boobs that we set to ourselves from our own podcasts, that's
just grab your friend's phone while they're not looking and it's still unlocked, and just subscribe to us real quick. TWO-Sided Podcast on YouTube. That's fine. Doesn't hurt you, only helps us.
It's not even a misdemeanor now because Gavin signed that law. I mean, it's protecting children's online data, but you're not a child, so they're not, and they don't need their shit protected. So sign up. It's fine.
So the crazy thing about Idiocracy is it centers on a man and woman who were part of a secret military hibernation experiment, and they were revived in 2505. So it was so long after, right? And so much of it is what you're talking about. So much of it is now. It's like, oh, Mike Judge was right. He just got the date wrong. He just went too far in the future. He was conservative with his analysis of where mankind is going. And so that fine American society has been dumbed down over preceding 500 years because dullards have outbred intellectuals.
Right. No, and so that is one thing. And don't get us wrong. Don't get John wrong, because the premise, like, oh, it's a hibernation thing. Like, here you wake up in the future and how you deal with the future. But everyone in the future is so dumb because smart has been burned out.
I like honeys.
It sounds today, because that's the problem, John. That is the difference, bro. Like, right? Hear me out on this. Anyone who saw it when it came out, I saw it when it came out on VHS. It was probably like 2009. Yeah, 2008, 2009. Like, it came out in 2009.
Yes, I know for sure.
No, it came out, but on VHS, because I feel like I saw a trailer of it, or I saw a thing about it. Because what ended up, I'm trying to think of Arizona tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry. 2006. My apology.
There you go.
That 6 was upside down. It kept on looking at me like,
yeah, there we go.
2006. 6.
Thank you. So I was saying, I saw that in like, it was like 2000, 2008, 2007. I didn't see it right away. It was fucking ridiculous. It was fantastic. But now I lost the whole. John.
Well, how it becomes realer and realer. Like, for me, it was a comedy when I first saw it in 2000.
Oh, it was. Oh, no, that's the thing. Is no one had issues with it. It wasn't
right.
It was not a political statement.
Right.
The idea, that movie, it was not a political statement. It was a Saturday Night Live over the top, but not Saturday. It was Mad TV.
Yeah.
Over the top. Comedy. Stupid comedy, Mad TV style.
Silly.
And now today, if you tell someone to watch it, it's like, what are you saying? Because they name names of people who are in political power today, who are inner zeitgeist, and the things that are happening with infrastructure and healthcare and this and international trade. It's like, it's
reality TV evil. Stars, and
it's not evil. It's not. There's nothing evil.
Right.
That's the thing, and there's nothing evil about it. It's just that smart has been bred out. No one's angry about things.
It's all about progression.
Unless like, what the fuck? Oh. Yeah. It's amazing. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend it.
Yeah. Idiocracy. So, sorry, in 2009, I have that date up. Judge co-created and did voice work for The Good Family, a poorly received animated program for television that spoofed extreme liberalism and lasted just 13 episodes. I haven't actually seen this one of his.
Nope, I haven't seen it either.
That same year, yeah, I'm sure. That same year, he wrote and directed Extract. Ben Affleck, a movie about a put-on owner of a flavor extract factory.
Not Ben Affleck, John. That was guy from Arrested Development.
Oh, it was him as well. Yes, you're right.
He was the main guy. Michael, fucking Teen Wolf 2.
Ozark. The kid. I wish we hadn't said his name. I was ready to say a whole lot of things about him. Yeah, good old Jason Bateman. Ben Affleck was also in it, right?
Yeah, but no, Jason Bateman was the main guy. It was about
right.
And it's he was the main guy, John. So apparently, right now,
I was excited for you to pick that up.
No, you're not. So let me ask you. You're reading off your script. Have you seen Extract?
No, but I was just talking to people about it.
No, but I was just talking to people about it.
I know quite a bit about it.
I knew. So I was going to only talk about Ben Affleck. Sean, let's talk about that bill in California. John, you can't just write things like, I'm gonna hit hot button topics and hope Pete knows things and know nothing about them. Wow, bro. Wow.
Thanks, Jason Bateman. We love you.
Yeah, continue. What else did you do after extracted UDC?
So, the creator of live action television series Silicon Valley, Judge skewered the tech industry. Right, this was one of his biggest things, and people don't really know him for that, but he was it.
Right, but no, that was fantastic. And again, one of the ones you didn't watch. Right, you haven't seen Silicon Valley.
I've seen 2 episodes of it.
Anyway, it's people like you, Karen, who talk about things you don't understand. Like when my mom and my grandma talked about gang problems in East LA, and they told me how I need to watch out. Go on. And you have to humor them because you love them and they don't know any better. And Lord, please forgive them, for they know not what they do.
So, a quick thing about Silicon Valley, as many sats.
He just goes back in. So a big thing, one of the things that people don't know that I also don't know, but
as many satirists have to deal with, there was backlash. The show was blamed for the death of a 2-year-old Jessica Matthews in Moraine, Ohio. In October 1993, the girl's 5-year-old brother, Austin Messner, set fire to his mother's mobile home with a cigarette lighter, killing the 2-year-old. The mother later claimed that the son watched an episode in which the characters said, "Fire is fun." However, neighbors stated that the family did not even have cable television and thus would be unable to view the episode.
Okay, so you were talking about an episode of Beavis and Butthead, not Silicon Valley. So it was Beavis and Butthead where the kid had watched. Okay, so we were talking about Okay, just to clarify.
Yeah. So I'm just throwing out what things have been thrown at him. You know, there was the satirist comic in writer in France who was killed because he drew Mohammed. Like, this is a thing, right? We talked about this recently with Salman Rushdie. This is a thing, and even Mike Judge has come under horrible scrutiny just because he is satirizing America.
Bro. Okay, bro. I'm not trying to victim blame anyone or anything or anyone or ever, right? I always believe that everyone needs to speak the truth. I always believe in talking recklessly. But you also have to know you can be the most polite motherfucker in the world. Shit's gonna happen, right? So you need to keep your head on a swivel if you're gonna be out in public. If you're gonna, I'm gonna go drink out at a bar. I'm gonna go out walking on the street. I'm gonna do this. The shit we've seen, like, and now if you're gonna talk recklessly, and now you're gonna polarize people, right? Like, hey, motherfucker, I think you're fucking dead. Like, yeah, I am. My shows are at 8:00 Pacific and 11 p.m. Eastern, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I will let you know when we go live on tour, because I'm letting you know, like, I am who I am. John is who he is, and we have things to say, and we are funny about it, and we're good people eventually. And if we're not, and you get crazy, like, all right, John was too busy like talking to people and rolling blunts, and I was like, John, run! He's like, yeah, he got shot in the leg, and like, we barely made it out, and the back of our trunk got shut out, and now it won't close, and it dings all the way through the Southwest. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, John. And he's never walked the same again.
So as a result, all references to fire were removed from subsequent airings and promoted the show to a later time slot. The creators found a censorship loophole and took delight in sometimes making Beavis scream things that sounded very similar to his previous "fire, fire," such as "Friar, Friar," when he and Butthead were working the late shift at Burger World, and also having him almost always say forbidden words, such as one time saying when he sang a song, "Liar, liar, pants on," and then pause before fire. So he's satiring his own injunctions at this point.
Pushing the line. He's finding the edge where he will not be. You can't. I am letter of the law. I am not spirit of the law. But spirit of the law is not prosecutable in a court of law. I did everything you said I shouldn't do. Right? I did everything I didn't do. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. I didn't do anything that you said I shouldn't do. None of the words, but you, oh, that's funny. Can I not say any of those words?
Right.
Do we have another court thing? Like,
right.
I was doing what you said. Look at my hands. Sharon, look at my hands. I don't know what you're saying. I didn't say, fuck you for trying to say that. All right, I didn't say that F word you were trying to say. Look at my hands, Sharon. Look at my hands.
In honest interviews, like with a Mike Judge collection DVD set, Judge said he is uncertain whether some of the early episodes still exist in their original uncensored format. So it was a thing. It was a big backlash from society.
One day, buddy. One day, I hope to get edited like Beavis and Butthead. They'll have their work cut out for them. Am I right? Fuck yeah. I mean, fire yeah. I mean, not fire yeah. Fryer yeah. See? 3 cuts. And they don't even know which one to take.
So in their 2011 MTV reboot, Beavis uses the word fire once again uncensored. During the first video segment, Werewolves of Highland, the first new episode of the revival, Beavis utters the word fire a total of 7 times within 28 seconds, with Butthead saying it once.
And I like how clinical you are. You don't see any repercussions. You're like a doctor coming out and saying, like, I'm sorry. Your loved one hasn't made it. He said fire 28 times, and you said it once. I'm sorry. You see what we did here? We hurt families. John, we hurt families. What's next?
So this started to escalate. In February of '94, watchdog group Morality in Media claimed the death of 8-year-old Natalia Rivera, essentially on an episode. So they started to censor it more and more. It was later revealed that both prosecutors and defendants that Seattle did not have cable TV. Again, they didn't have the show that they were claiming caused the death of their little girl. But MTV responded by broadcasting the program after 11 p.m. and included a disclaimer. Beavis and Butthead are not real. They are stupid cartoon people completely made up by this Texas guy whom we hardly even know. Beavis and Butthead are dumb, crude, thoughtless, ugly, sexist, self-destructive fools. But for some reason, the little wienerheads make us laugh. That was their original disclaimer.
It seems airtight to me, John. It seems like we need to have a little something like that. A little hot topic at the beginning. I've been talking about how we have a runner at the beginning before maybe a disclaimer like that. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. We call it the think tank, folks.
So it was later changed to Beavis and Butthead are not role models. They're not even human. They're cartoons. Some of the things they do would cause a person to get hurt, expelled, arrested, possibly deported. To put it in other ways, in another way, don't try this at home. This disclaimer also appears before the opening of their Sega Genesis and Super NES games, as well as their Windows game, Beavis and Butthead in Virtual Stupidity.
I'm not trying to fucking pick sides here, John, but if you had NES cred, woo! Your street name's good with me, Beavis. Butthead, you're a little suspect.
So they were lambasted by the Democratic South Carolina
Lambasted?
senator. Is that lambasted? I thought it was lambasted.
No. Have you ever basted a lamb, John?
I have, but that was
When
a
you're
different thing.
Nope, it's the same thing. You're getting it ready. You're moistening it up for the kill. I'm gonna chop your shit up. Lamb basted you. Have you never watched any of the Looney Tunes cartoons? You are a sheltered child. You're a good friend.
South Carolina Senator Fritz Hollings as Buffcoaf and Beaver. This subsequently became a running gag on the show where adults mispronounce their names. That has lasted to today. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I've been watching all of their current episodes, and that's where it all started with this Democratic South Carolina Senator Fritz Holling. Buffcoat and Beaver, you boys trying to outside me?
It's awesome. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
When you were asleep, like you just poked the giant. Like, hey man, we were asleep for a lot of years, and your material is so stale. You're gonna poke me? I got friends, motherfucker. I got nothing but residual money to throw at your demise. Get ready, you senator from Alabama.
And now it is truly a summer of Beavis and Butthead. After returning to the small screen from a hiatus that lasted over a decade, the pair starred in which was really 2 decades because that one season in 2011.
It would have to be your decade, but then carry the one, and then 2. Let's just call it 2. Move on.
They starred in this summer's movie Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, Paramount Plus exclusive, that found the teenage slackers doing what they do best, trying to score and being their aggressively stupid selves. Now they're back, and they're more misadventures, a slew of fresh episodes rebooted for modern audiences. They should appeal to fans old and new. But I've loved them from the beginning. I'm a huge fan of this. I'm gonna let it all out. Watch Beavis and Butthead. They're on Paramount. Check out their new episodes, man. That it's a modern take on idiocracy. It is looking at the young, dumb, standard person who is just being raised in the system we're being raised. It is so amazing. It is beautiful. Every episode has so far been a trope of, oh, this is what you're saying. This is the satire. This is the satire. This is the satire. And it all comes from.
All right, John. I'm gonna give it a watch. But if we're just shouting out our favorite shows on Paramount Plus, which is a great system to have, by the way, FYI. Don't be afraid to watch Survivor. Start around season 32 and just work your way up. Because once you get to the end, then you're like, oh my God, I'm in love. And then you can go back and start, because the other ones you're not in love with until you get, because we're so spoiled now. Like, I need instant gratification. I need Jeff Probst to wear a different hat. It's a lot, you guys. But I'm here for you, and I promise you, we can do a talk back Every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern.
So what's so great is before they did the MTV videos, right? And then in 2011, they were only doing reality TV. And so they were looking at Snooki and all that. And now, with their latest reboot...
Rookie? Nope. I'm going to call a fucking flag on the play. I'm going to... Motherfucker, no. You can't pronounce S's correctly because John likes to call bedtime kisses with his partner snuggies. So he doesn't understand that Snooki with a hard S. And he's like, there's an H in there somewhere because anything cute and aggressively drunk is my partner in life, and I have to call them snuggies versus snookies. No, John, it's Snooki and Snuggies. If you're going to say nighty night to a significant other, it's called Snuggies. You don't snuggie and then no, John.
No, I think you're wrong because I'm pretty sure she was with the situation.
No. They would all be very sad about your choices in life. If you were in anywhere near fucking Jersey Shore, John, hey, look at this fucking guy. Hey, we gotta get him a tan. He's fucking see-through. Is this fucking guy for real? Oh, Snooki. What is it? Situation? Shit.
So they bring back the music videos, but they also bring back TikTok and the things that are happening right now, which is so awesome. So that's what's so amazing about Beavis and Butthead through the years. 90s music videos, 2000s reality TV, 2020s TikTok and all that. That's what they're doing. That's the satire.
2020s. They said the platforms that I'm trying to be part of. Woo! Woo! Did they say your town? Not yet, but I know TikTok. Woo! It's on Welcome to Wrexham, and I watched that show. Woo!
I was there. Tick-tock, tickety-tock to the tick, and you don't suck, right?
No.
Oh.
What's the next sentence? Read your book, John. Read your fucking book. Over here. Read your goddamn book. What does the screen say? What does it say?
The screen says we're going to do a couple of messages and get out of here. That's what the screen says.
Oh, is that what it says? Well, let's do a couple of messages. We'll do a shot. And then
we'll get the fuck out of here, John. Then come here.
I think everybody should have to sit through a couple seasons of King of the Hill. I mean, it really makes you appreciate F for Family.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
They went out and tried to get superpowers and let some fucking homeless dude with herpes and shit fucking bite him. I was on the ground, man. I couldn't even sit in my chair. I was crying. I was crying on the floor.
Oh, Bobby. And Joseph.
I really hate Beavis and Butthead. I mean, I liked the music video aspect, but the best thing that ever came out of it was Daria. I love her.
One of my best friends was Daria. Everyone, we referred to her as the Daria of the world. But it was like, didn't call her Daria. Like, oh, she's the Daria of the world. But those guys said,
yeah.
Super good.
No, Daria was an amazing spinoff. And I was a kid watching Beavis and Butthead as it was first coming out, so I didn't fully appreciate it. But after everything, especially King of the Hill, Office Space, Idiocracy especially, I get it now. I get it. There's so much to Beavis and Butthead that we are not looking at. They're dumb. That's the point. They are stupid. That's the point.
John, what if, John, hear me out. Think about this in your future mind. My boy Pete, John L. Peacock, Simon Garfunkel, we split up. What are the spinoffs? What do we do? All right, we don't do Tuesdays and Thursdays. Yeah, we do every Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm only 11 p.m. Eastern. I'm only 8 p.m. Pacific. Make a choice.
You get Beavis or Butthead. One or the other.
Yeah, both of them are horrible choices, and you will be judged in eternity. Are you getting stars in your crown, or are you going to go across the river Styx with the fucking coins from your eyes?
I'm not going to say I'm missing it, Bob.
He's got upper management written all over this motherfucker.
Monies.
Not
gonna work in here anymore. I like monies. Sources for this episode of Two-Sided have been, first segment, Britannica, biography.com, history.com, and biographyonline.net. Second segment, Britannica, IGN, which is Imagination Games Network, the New York Times, and Wikipedia.
My sources are getting harder and harder to come by, John. I'll be honest. Always a shout out to Sailor Jerry. Here's to you. Thanks for playing. Also, I know this guy who knew the other guy who told me about the royal family connection. So that was that. There was the thing of Beavis and Butthead. Like, I watch a lot of TV, but I don't watch your shows and the things you're excited about. I'm not. So I hired 2 people to follow you around, and turns out they did a good job. They actually bought weed from you, which is like, you guys, come on. So I don't know if you met those guys. Anyway, they did not do their job. So I have no dirt on you, but you're worse. And so mainly, Sailor Jerry. Cheers, Tom.
Speaking of Sailor Jerry, from this episode, my boy Pete, is there anything you'd like to take a second look at, a second glance, a second opinion? This isn't Pete's my retraction corner.
Oh, John, 100%. Here's the deal. First off, I'd like to retract that whole what my sources were, because I wasn't even thinking. It just got sprung on me. I was reading headlines. I was trying to catch up on the news. I had my whole day in front of me. Like, the world was my oyster. And I'm not even allergic to shellfish, John. Not anymore. Not with the 2-sided pills. No, that I'm not even trying to sell these, John. My retraction corner, what I want to retract is that I'm putting so much emphasis on drinking. It's not a thing that we do here. It's a thing that happens here. It's just like, wow, now it sounds like I'm justifying. It sounds like I'm. All right, here's the deal. If you guys want to have an intervention, like, I'd be super cool with that. But what I want you guys to do is tell me when it's happening. I'm going to bring a few bottles that I've been waiting to drink. Like, we're all drinking together. It's the last hurrah, right? This is our retraction corner.
Right.
This is where this part of the ship goes down with the rest of the ship, right?
Yeah.
And then we drink what we've come to drink. Am I right?
Ah!
Everybody, pull out your flasks. Pull out your bottles. Pull out your kegs. Not your 6-packs. You're looking pretty good, John. You've been doing 6. Everyone else, let's drink.
I'm getting ready to come to you, my boy Pete. Get that planks going on. Hey, let's do a shot. We got a message. Let's get out of here. Go to the green room.
Oh, yeah, the green room. Not get out of here. Like, shh, we're not leaving. Look at me. Everybody, shh. This is where I look at you. Look at me. Look at my face. See my lips?
No, don't look at them. Look at the screen.
No.
Look at the screen while you say that.
Oh. See my lips? No, but you're right.
They can't look back at you.
See my lips? See what I'm looking at? John, I'm not sure how the technology works these days. Pete's Retraction Corner with here's the deal. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for listening. We're not leaving. We're just going to a new place. It's a new place. We're like the old yellers of your entertainment Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're just going somewhere where we can run free. You can come watch us and participate and join in the run in the green room
Grandma.
right after. Shh, John. You want to talk about the yearling? I'll talk about that. That's a beautiful book. Let's do a shot. No. No.
Well, I'll cheers to that.
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, that's so funny. When I recently saw it, I was like, oh, that's so real.
I live here. So we're going to be in the green room. Everybody cheers to you. Drink when you got them. Fall asleep when you have to.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for listening. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We have our open chat show live on stereo every Tuesday, same start as tonight. So if you want to join us or you want to throw some topics out there, email twosidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO sidedpod@gmail.com. And for those listening live, join us live on our stereo app in the green room right now. Let's go at the hour in about 5 minutes for after show wind down. That's a wrap for tonight. I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
And I'm my boy Pete, and I still hate didgeridoos in Southern California.
And this was our show. You can eavesdrop wherever you get your podcasts and even join us live on both our YouTube channel, Two Sided Podcast, and the Stereo app every Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, as we talk about the two sides of life, the serious and the fun, here on Two Sided. Oh, man, I love you, Pete. This is fun. This is a good one.
We don't say those words in my house, but it was fun. Nope. 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 Oh. I'm fond of you, and I hope you don't die early in life. That's as close as we get. All right, I love you.